Hello, Facebook land. It's Elishima here from Perth, Western Australia. So I'm a Blu-ray starseed and I'm an activator. So I've been called by my higher self, my Syrian higher self, to step forward now to offer people activations, our community, some activations through light language. So here I am on this platform. So welcome everybody, and also welcome to those people that will be coming and listening to the recording at a later date. So I'm showing up here on Facebook Lives every Tuesday and Friday at 9:30 Perth, Australia, Western Australian time. So as I said, it's just me coming out now and sharing my gifts and to help people along their journey, basically anchoring themselves into their multidimensional selves and all your amazing gifts and talents that you do have. So today the topic is about empaths and sensitive ones. So I am one of those people, and I've had my own challenges being an empath. So I just wanted to share for people. Some people do know that they are an empath, and they are taking, and adopting the practices that can keep them, balanced and centered and grounded. But there are a lot of people that are actually awakening on this planet as well, and that they, maybe not quite sure that they are an empath. So I just wanted to share, the traits of the empath, and some of the health issues that can occur for an empath, and what they attract into their life, and also the valuable lessons that we as empaths are actually learning, so that we can actually just keep moving. Because I'm very much here to help people to raise their consciousness into a higher frequency. So that's basically transforming belief systems and old mindsets, transforming us out of the ego and the 3D matrix that is about keeping us in fear and control. So we certainly are heading into this higher frequency, which is called the 5D vibration, and it's just really crucial now and essential that we start basically attending to our own energy field now and maintaining that on a regular basis, on a daily basis, so that we can keep shifting and keep moving our frequency up into these higher vibrations. So that's why I'm here to offer the empaths, the sensitive ones, the light workers that pretty well much, as one of the traits of the empath is that we absorb energy. We are very, very intuitive. We can feel and we can sense intuitively that, somebody may be struggling. Hello, Kerry. Hi, Kerry. Nice to connect with you. So I'm just sharing the traits about being an empath. So we do absorb a lot, and we do that from a lot of empaths, light workers, sensitive ones have a very kind heart. They have a very, very big heart, very pure heart. And they don't like to see people in pain and suffering, and they will go to extreme lengths to be there as a support person for people, and to guide them and offer them support and assistance, which is very, very beautiful, but it can be not so good within our own energy field. And I'm going to share a bit more after I've shared about the traits. So introverted we are, can be, for me, I was very, very shy as a child, very I struggled. Some empaths, I'm also a Blu-ray, so some empaths and light workers and sensitive ones can struggle at school, struggle with learning, the whole structure, being boxed and put into, the structure doesn't fit well for empaths. So unfortunately, we can have a lot of challenges in our lives. We attract sometimes toxic relationships, narcissistic energies as well, where a lot of people that actually pull energy from us, and that could be labelled as being sucking energy, vampire energy, where people are not able to find their own solutions, that they are the victim, they play the poor me consciousness, and they're looking outside of themselves. And us being the empaths with the beautiful gentle heart, just go in there, just automatically, not even conscious sometimes, and particularly when we are a child. If we have been raised, by narcissist parents or very controlling, very domineering energies, then just our beautiful heart, the purity of who we are, the innocence of who we are, can feel and sense maybe our mother and our father are not coping or managing too well, and we are energetically holding space for them. Of course, we don't know this, but this is just what we do, and it actually impacts us. So how I see it as a healer and a teacher, and tuned into, your energy field, because that's what I see us as we are predominantly energy. So all this energy actually is like arrows that go in, and they pierce our energy field, and they can create, wounding and scars, and, all sorts of things can actually happen to our energy field, where it just feels like we're just in some ways being ripped to pieces, because when you're around a narcissist energy, they are very toxic, they're very attacking with their words. So even their words, their energy, that can pierce, as I said, energetically pierce an empath and a sensitive person's field, and that can sit there for a very, very long time, until you can, find somebody, or you can, basically heal that ripping and the tearing, of your aura, and there's these holes that can be that can happen in your aura. So it's so important that we heal all of this. So that, as I said, we can move into this higher frequency, and we're not continually attracting these type of people into our lives. So it's very important now that we basically unhook ourselves out of these toxic relationships for our own self-preservation in lots of ways, because they are basically pulling energy from us. And one of the traits for the empath and the sensitive ones is that we become very, very tired and very drained. And there's a lot of empaths that are actually hitting the wall. They are just, suffering with depression, and some of the symptoms can be panic attacks, anxiety. There's just so much that can be happening. So it can definitely be healed. It's just a matter, I think, first of all, realizing and acknowledging that you are an empath. It's like anything. Once you acknowledge it, you're accepting that's where you are. And, I would suggest anybody, if they're not quite sure what the traits are of an empath, to go out and get a book, or listen to podcasts, or go to YouTube and explore the traits of an empath. Because once you know that you are an empath, then you're becoming empowered, and then you can start to take the action and go, this is what I need to do. So one of the things for an empath is that we need to go and have time alone. So we need to meditate and be still and be quiet. So that's like we're going back into ourselves, and we're replenishing ourselves, and we're filling ourselves up. So empaths also need to go into nature, to sit, to lay, to go to the beach, to be around the beauty of nature, because we are very connected to the elements, to the trees, to the birds, to the animals. That just makes our heart sing when we are actually doing that. So empaths don't like really large crowds. We are much happier being in our own space and just with a small gathering of people. So we again, our energy field is out there. It's just energetically just all over the place, and this is where I'm sharing that it is really, really important now that we attend to our own energy field, that every day we are clearing, we are cleansing our energy field, and we are sealing it. So I'm going to be offering a light language transmission after this, so that just to do a cleansing for you, I'm going to be calling on Archangel Michael with his beautiful Excalibur sword to come in and to do some cutting for everybody. And also just to seal, bring in some light language to actually heal where there are any rips or tears in your auric field, as well. And I'm just asking that be for your highest good, if it is, for you to receive that. So some other traits for the empath. Let me just have a read. So we don't like hurting people. Actually, a very, very good listener. So we have a lot of people that come to us, and they feel quite safe and being quite comfortable in our energy field. So, and this is where people sometimes aren't taking responsibility for their own life, and becoming empowered themselves. So, the empaths are very patient people. They will stay, and they will be friends with people for a very, very long time. I would say that sometimes we can lead a horse to water, but if it's not willing to drink, then at some point we need to make a decision for our own, as I say, self-preservation. We may need to lessen the time that we're around that person, or there may come a time where you just feel like you're done. And that you're just moving away, and that's usually because you've stepped up in frequency, and now you're finding another tribe of people that are like-minded people, empowered people, that are on the same wavelength as you, and you're moving into this other frequency that is going to sustain you and support you as well. So these are the type of things that are happening now because of the shifts and the changes that are happening on this planet, is that there is this falling away, and it's really, really challenging, particularly if it is, you're an empath and you're actually, your partner, that you are in a marriage or something like that. I totally sympathize, with you, and I hold space for you, that it's challenging. I'm not saying that you need to leave the relationship, but I am going to share with you some of the ways that you can maintain your own energy field. It's just really, really important that you, first of all, are aware that you are an empath, and that you take the actions to actually maintain your own energy field. Hi, Vicky. How are you? Nice to see you. So welcome everybody that's coming on board and listening. So as I said, learning difficulties. We don't like the harsh energy. We also are the black sheep of the family as well. So we just feel like we don't fit into the family. We think differently to the family. We can have difficulties and challenges, in the family environment with parents and siblings and that type of thing. It's like we sort of don't belong. There's a lot of empaths that actually, sensitive ones that actually, are struggling to be down here on this earth plane. They want to go home. We are very much aware of, where people are. Our family are more heart-based, where the energy is a lot softer. There's more love, kindness, compassion. So we have that basically wired into us as empath, that love. It's all about love, is the way, and peace and harmony and kindness and respect. So that's part of being an empath, and part of our learning why we attract toxic relationships and narcissist energy and controlling and domineering energy, is that realizing that it's part of your learning. You chose to come down here on this earth plane, so you've come down like as a beacon of light, and you're emanating that light out, to people, and touching them in a very, very deep way. But we have to realize, who we are, to do that, and to heal the wounds, of being around, a controlling. You've attracted those people in your life. It's part of your soul learning to learn boundaries, to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be controlled. So this is a lot about self-love. Empaths are learning about empowerment, to empower yourself, to see that you are this divine sovereign being, that you have this beautiful heart, and that you're not going to be dictated or controlled or manipulated or suppressed anymore. So, and this is a lot about the feminine energy. The feminine energy is coming onto this planet now, and there's this whole shift in consciousness out of the patriarchal, this old unconscious masculine energy that has been about power, control, ego, money. So you're seeing all these systems breaking down. And it's all, coming into this new frequency now, new consciousness now, of where the feminine is coming into its rightful place. And it's not about the feminine taking control. It's about the feminine standing with the masculine energy, and how can we work together? How can we shift and change and help and support people? So this integration needs to happen within ourselves first, that we have a divine masculine and we have a divine feminine, and that we are connected to source, and that we have a divine child as well that is playful, and that's the sweetness and the innocence. So I strongly urge you. It's been my journey for over 30 years. I'm still doing it. I'm healing all those places and spaces within me, the inner child work. Where is my feminine? Where has she been wounded as well? Where hasn't she been reclaiming parts of herself? Part of me coming onto this is about opening up my throat chakra, sharing my truth, sharing my wisdom. My feminine has been very suppressed for a very, very long time, for eons and eons of time. I'm not alone with this. Many of you are in the same situation as well, where we are healing, we are clearing all of this old baggage. We're clearing through our genetic line as well, our ancestral line as well. Whatever we've inherited from our parents, we're clearing the mind. We're releasing all of these old belief systems of I can't, I have to, I should. We're clearing judgment of ourselves, criticizing ourselves. We're basically unwrapping ourselves out of our ego self, that lower self, that is very much wired into this 3D matrix, this cloud, this collective that is very fear-based, that is telling us that we cannot take ownership of our divine sovereign entity, that we need somebody else to guide us, which is absolutely rubbish, because we need to realize that we are this divine being, and that when you start connecting to your higher self, that is your inner guide that guides you into your knowing and your intuition, and feeling and sensing and reading energy. And this is more of where an empath's gifts are, this very wise, very intuitive part that can feel things, that can sense things. But before we get into that, before you're moving into this teacher and guiding others from a higher perspective, we need to heal it. We need to heal this wounding. We are not going to move into these higher frequencies if we're sitting in anger, or we've got deep grief, shame, our sexuality and our sensuality. So please go seek people to help you and to support you, to do this type of work. Kinesiology is very, very good. I spoke about EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique that you can use, that works with rewiring your brain. I work with a lot of teams. I work with the Ashtar Command, so I'm bringing through a lot of light language, a lot of technology that is very galactic as well, and helping to shift this old 3D consciousness of survival consciousness and fear consciousness, and helping people to align to their multidimensional self. Their higher self is what is going to guide you now. And and particularly for the empaths, it is really, really important that you do that inner work, and that you do this clearing, and cleanse your energy field, and move away from toxic relationships. And as I said, it's challenging. It's difficult when you've got, you know, children, you know, that are in challenging relationship. You know, as a mother, I'm a mother of 3 children, you know, and that pulls on you when your children are in pain and in suffering. But at some point, we give them the tools. We set the seed. This is part of, you know, what I do and empaths do. We set the seed, you know, and we share. You know, I'm doing that, you know, with my children and advising them, okay, well, you know, this is what you can do. You know, you can use aromatherapy. You can use bark and bush flowers, because being an empath, we're also into natural therapies as well. We want to do it in a more natural way. And this is going to be coming onto our planet, you know, in the future as well. All the pharmaceutical companies are going to crash. So we're going to come into health and wellness and vitality, and we're going to, you know, basically become more youthful, because let's face it, medication is a dense frequency, and once we start to access life force energy that comes from the earth, you know, and we draw our higher self, and we're drawing down this, you know, light, that is basically connected to our higher mind. You know, there's this massive shift that's actually going on. So there are ways that we can actually shift our frequency and balance and maintain our energy field. One other thing, Marilyn, how are you? Nice to meet you and connect with you. So there are lots and lots of things that you can actually, you know, do to, you know, basically lift your vibration and to help to release whatever toxins, you know, are in supplementing your body, kinesiology, aromatherapy, you know, all of those things, chiropractic treatments. Also, empaths like to be in sound as well. So wherever you can go to crystal singing bowls, gonging, didgeridoo, chakra chimes, anything to do with that, where you're sitting and you're laying and you're receiving sound frequency, is very much going to be coming into our community now, raising the consciousness and the vibration, and all of this stuff actually harmonizes you and balances you. So empaths basically can have major issues. Adrenal fatigue can happen. The nervous system can be shot. So basically I use homeopathy. I go and find a practitioner, and I'm doing it in a more holistic way, and you can get heaps and heaps of remedies, naturopaths, that type of thing, that can actually give you supplements that can help with you know, any forms of adrenal or nervous conditions. Cleaning up our diet, having a lighter diet, bringing in more of the leafy greens, food that are, you know, basically helping with our gut health. And of course that shifts us as well when we're cleaning up the diet. It also helps us mentally as well. So because empaths, and I have over previous years suffered with depression as well. So I know firsthand, and I know that there are a lot of people at the moment with this pandemic, that there is actually a pandemic of depression as well. So all of these things actually, you know, are helping the empath. But I think the biggest thing I want to share here today is basically to know that you are an empath, and that you need to really be. That's the big focus for me today, is to share with you, and it's been my journey as well, that every day we need to be attending. We need to clear our energy field. I use the violet flame, balancing you, centering yourself, grounding yourself, laying on, you know, the ground, or going to a park, movement, you know, dance, doing some form of exercise where you're actually moving the body, and connecting in. So remember, there is when you go into nature is just a beautiful hard energy that you step into. That's why we all go to nature, because you can take a breath and you can just stop and you're filling up your cup with all this amazing, beautiful life force energy that is just pure energy. So go connect, go to nature regularly, daily, to basically, cleanse. Now that it's warming up, I highly suggest that you go into the water, go to the ocean. It just cleanses and purifies your energy field. So we as light workers and empaths, we need to now pull away from these toxic energies, because we are going to keep hitting the wall. You are going to suffer with migraines. There's just so much that is going to impact skin rashes, heart palpitations, high blood pressure. There's just a huge amount of, health issues that can occur when an empath is not having that time out and replenishing themselves. So please, I just really urge you to attend to your own energy field. You are very, very important. You've got a lot to do here on this earth plane. You have many, many gifts and many, many talents that you, can be offering and sharing. As far as partners go and children go, instead of getting in their life, I would suggest that you actually pull back and you start transmitting from your beautiful heart love. Put them in a bubble, sit in your lounge room, sit somewhere and transmit and call, ask for their higher self to come in. Every single person on this planet has a higher self. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of angels, unassigned angels that don't have a job. They want to work with you, and we are down on this planet where there is choice and free will. They will not come in unless you ask them. So please put the call out there to the angels and say, come and help my children, or help my friend, or help my partner, if they do have, challenges or difficulties going on. So there is so much. So sit in your own space, connect to your heart, ground yourself into Gaia, connect up above, and just see that you are this amazing pillar of light, and that you're streaming all of this beautiful frequency from your heart to your children, to your partner. So you can call on the divine mothers, you can call on, as I said, the angels, the archangels, you can call on the sisterhood of light, the brotherhood of light, all of these in the spirit realms. You can call on the violet flame, to come in. Archangel Michael, ask Archangel Michael, which is what I'm going to be doing shortly, is to cut cords, and ask, that your children's or your partner's higher self come in, that they find a way. You've just got to realize that you are not it. That you have to be now attending to your own energy field. You are, serving in another way, to your children. Going in there and getting enmeshed in your children's stuff is not the way anymore. That's the old consciousness. We're doing it another way. We're doing it from a higher place now, where we actually, as I said, we're sitting in our own energy field, and we're transmitting from that place. You are a lot more of service to yourself and to everybody else by doing it that way. And sometimes, our children and our partners need to learn a lesson. It's their own lesson. If they are in toxic relationships, or they've lost their job or something, yes, it's sad. It's not good. And we do, I'm not saying totally separate out from them, but we do need to pull back a little bit, and we give them the tools, we share. And if they're not willing to pick up on that, and ride with that and go and implement, and make the changes themselves, because basically what we need to say to our kids and partners is that you are a very strong person. You can do this. You've got the resilience. Come on, I believe in you. I have faith in you. You can do this. This is the sort of stuff that we need to be saying to build people, and say, you've got this. I know that you've got this. So it's time for us to get out, get out of getting enmeshed and doing it all for us. I know we are parents. I have grandchildren as well. Yes, go and look after the grandchildren. This is what empaths love as well. We love being around animals, and we love being around babies and children, because they're all about, they just emanate love, unconditional love. So, but the biggest thing for empaths is that we have to learn that to give ourselves, to love ourselves first. We have to bring ourselves from the back of the line to the front of the line, to be first in the line and to say, I'm it. And a lot of empaths don't actually like that, because they're so focused on giving to everybody else. So please bring yourself to the front of the line. Please do your clearing work. Please heal all of the wounds that are there. You've attracted all of this in for your own valuable learning. So once you start to learn the lessons, you start to free yourself and liberate yourself and unlock and unwind yourself out of these very, very old patterns that are not serving you, and they're not serving anybody else that's in your life that, maybe are struggling at the moment. So I think I've pretty well much covered. I'm just going to read through my notes here. You're a natural healer. So you have so many gifts. I've spoken about that you will be into holistic, metaphysical, practices. You are just naturally drawn to doing all of those things. You don't like hurting people. So it's very, very hard, to say no. Because it touches us very, very deeply. But we have to realise that, we've got to set these boundaries now, and we can't just keep, absorbing. We're absorbing so much of everybody else's energy. And as I said, if you really have a look at your energy field, there's a lot of arrows, there's a lot of holes, that we just need to heal and seal now for you. So I've said about the regular practices. We love going into nature. There's so much on the internet. I highly recommend that you go in and seek things through YouTube where there's sound. You want to be targeting, 800. I've got one here that's 824 hertz. You want to be targeting those sorts of frequencies on YouTube, and some of them go for 3 to 5 hours. So you just sit with your headphones and you listen, and there's activation and there's healing that's actually happening when you're listening to all of these sounds. So as I said, absorb and basically saturate in any forms of sound that you possibly can. So that would be, very, very beneficial. Okay, so I'm going to go into the activation now. So if you would like to just get yourself comfortable, you might like to lay down. I'm going to do a transmission now. We're going to call in Archangel Michael. We're going to do some cutting of some cords, and I'll just take you through the process, light language transmission for you. Okay, so let's do 3 or 4 deep breaths. And just bringing your focus into your beautiful heart center. And just breathing into your heart. Those deep, deep breaths just bring you into more of an inner focus. And we're just calling on your higher self. We're calling on your God presence. We're calling on Archangel Michael to be with us. His beautiful blue sword. Calling on Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Zadkiel, Joel, Camuel, and Uriel to come into this space now and to anchor the 7 directions of this space. We're calling on Mother Earth, calling on Gaia, and just see now that you are like a tree and that you have roots growing out of the base of your feet. And just see now that those roots are spreading, and they are going down and down and down and down into the core of the earth. And right in the core of the earth is this beautiful pulsating heart, which is the heart of Earth Mother. And we invite you now to wrap your roots around 3 times around the heart of Earth Mother, this beautiful pulsating violet heart in the core of the earth. She is your mother. For this part of your journey as a soul here on this earth plane, you've chosen to come and to connect with Mother Earth. And she shows and presents herself in all of the landscapes here on this earth plane. She shows and reveals herself to you through the beautiful sunsets, the mountains, the beautiful trees, all the waterways, the oceans. She shows herself to you with all the beautiful flowers, all the magnificent colours and the perfumes that emanate from the flowers, from the trees. She shows and presents herself to you through the deserts, through all the glaciers, all the rainforests. And just breathe now through your beautiful heart all of her beautiful energy, all of her colours, all of her frequencies. She shows you herself through the wind, through the stars, the clouds, the night sky, the rain, the sun. All of these elements that are on nature is Mother Earth showing herself, presenting herself. She's inviting you now to feel her through your beautiful heart. And she's offering now a transmission to you, to your beautiful heart, activating the rose, the frequency of the rose, which is divine love, within the core of your heart, in the core of your being. So as you are anchored into Gaia, into her heart, she is now streaming her life force energy up into your physical body. Her love is streaming up through your feet, through all of your veins, through all of your vessels, through all of your glands. She is streaming her consciousness, her life force energy, her love into all of your anatomy of your body, your physical form that you have chosen to be in for this part of your journey. She is streaming her love up your legs to your lower chakras, your lower abdominal areas, up into your tummy, your solar plexus. See her beautiful love, her life force energy cascading down like a beautiful waterfall into your heart, to all the dimensions of your heart. As you open to receive all of her beautiful energies, as she's also grounding you anchoring you and bringing safety into your energy field now, so that you feel safe to open to all of this beautiful love from the Mother. And just do deeper, deeper breaths now. Breathe right down into your lower body, opening your field now that it is safe. She is talking through me and she is saying, it is safe, dear one, to open, to receive all of my love, this pure, pure love that I wish to give to you. She is offering her beautiful energy to replenish you at a very, very deep level. And feel and sense now that you are opening. You're opening and you are relaxing. More and more of you, parts of you now are relaxing and dropping down and feeling a lot safer, coming down into your beautiful heart to receive all this beautiful energy from the Mother. And she's saying that she loves you so, so much, and that she wishes to connect with you more and more, deeper and deeper. She's calling you to come and to connect into her womb. Deep, deep in the earth, when you connect and you wrap your heart, your roots around her, you're connecting to her. She's asking you to take the time to connect with her, to still and to quieten and to go and to connect within. Kia kuishanatia tono, ki shanatia tana. She is saying that she is here. She has always been here, and she wishes to connect with you. Gia mo shikatana, tia tono, tia shotea tana ki konono. So see that you have a beautiful stream of light, that you're taking your heart down now and you're connecting into the heart of Gaia, into the earth, to this beautiful Mother, and see that she is opening her arms and she is welcoming you to cradle you, to nurture you. Gia mo shukotea tana, tia tono shatatana. She is asking you to hand over any stress or any tension, anything or any person that you're worrying about at the moment. She's asking you to hand all of that over to her. Gia mo shikatana, tia tono, tia shonoto. And feel her beautiful arms wrapping around you as she's bringing with her all of the angels. Gia shotuea tono, tia tana. Many angels coming into your energy field now and emanating their light through your field, particularly through your mind, through the upper part of your body. You're receiving a transmission from the angels, from the angelic realms. Opening up all the energy centers within your brain, within your mind, and your upper chakras above your crown. Opening up the pathways above you, way, way above you, into the sun. Opening you to the energy of the Christ light. This beautiful gold crystal liquid light coming down now from the sun. As you are reaching up as well, you seeing that you have arms as the tree. You are reaching up into the sun like your branches of your tree. You are reaching up and receiving now all this beautiful golden frequency through your field, coming through the top of your head, to clear and to cleanse, seeing that your mind, your brain is filled with this liquid gold. clearing and cleansing any old energy, any old thought forms, any old belief system, anything that's not serving you, any clutter within your mind. Gia mo shiketana, tia tono, tia shotua kitana, gia kono. Releasing all forms of control, heaviness, denseness held around your head, your skull, around the back of your neck and down your spine as well. Working through all the vertebrae, working through all the discs of your spine. Working through your spinal column and clearing and dispersing any forms of rigidity, forms of control, any heaviness, any dense energy held. This is releasing this old consciousness of the mind. Creating a softening. Softening. Just relax, do deep breaths, and just relax, drop your shoulders down. Bringing forth now energy to clear and release burdens, anything you've been carrying, weight, heaviness over your shoulders, down your arms, working through your chest area, through your lungs. And taking a deep breath so that you can take this breath of life is what Gaia is saying, Earth Mother is saying. Breathe my air. Breathe life force energy, pure life force energy into your physical, into your lungs to release any congestion. Breathe in my love. Clearing now, clearing through the chest area, clearing through the lung area. Any congestion, any forms of suppression. We're clearing grief from the chest and the lungs. Any weight, wherever you felt any weight over the chest area, heaviness. Giamo shikotono, diamo ketana, ki shotoyatana, kiatono, shitateakana. So lifting any weight, lifting any heaviness, any burdens, any shields. We're just asking for lifting of any shields that you may have, any heart walls, any protection that you've put over your heart as an empath, of feeling like you needing to protect yourself. And we're welcoming Archangel Michael into the space now. And we're asking that he bring through his beautiful blue sword and he cut any energy cords from you that are no longer serving you, from any person or any situation in your life now, or from past as well. We're clearing from parents, we're clearing the genetic line, we're clearing the ancestral line, we're clearing all of your timelines, wherever you have been across space, time and dimension, wherever your soul has journeyed. We're asking Archangel Michael to come in now and clear and cleanse and to cut all of these old cords from you. Giamo shikotea tono ki tana ki kue shichina. We're connecting into the rose, the frequency of the rose, and we're welcoming Mary Magdalene. We're bringing forth the magenta pink, and also bringing forth the Christ light, which is the gold frequency. Bringing healing to the heart. And now all that beautiful magenta frequency is just flowing through your energy field now, through your aura as well. We're asking for the healing, if it is for your highest good. We're asking for the healing of any rips or any tears or any holes that are in your auric field. And working with the Council of Light now and bringing in teams, and teams are actually pulling out arrows, any sharp objects, as I shared before about empaths, that all of this energy from narcissist energy can pierce our energy field. So we're clearing and we're pulling out and having a look at as well of wherever you may have been stabbed in the back. So this is betrayal. Wherever you have been betrayed across all space, time and dimensions. We're asking for the release of any shackles, releasing of any chains, wherever you've been bound in any way. Asking for release of anything around the neck as well, any forms of bondage, being held down, suppressed, repressed. Asking for the lifting of anywhere you've been humiliated, wherever there's been any degradation. Asking for the lifting of shame, wherever you have been the blankets of shame, wherever you have felt blanketed by shame. Where you haven't felt worthy and deserving. We're just sending a beautiful light into those parts and places inside of you that don't feel worthy, that don't feel deserving, that have gone into silence, that are feeling depressed, that are feeling tired, that are feeling aged. There's beautiful light coming into all of these places. So aged, where you're maybe feeling really old, feeling very, very drained. Releasing and lifting any feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, any energy where you feel trapped, where you feel like you can't get out of this situation, anywhere where you feel bombarded by a lot of negative energy. And this is happening on our planet at the moment. We are being bombarded with a lot of energy. So Archangel Michael and all the angels are lifting, all the teams that are with me are lifting all of this energy. And Gaia, we give so much thanks to Mother, to Earth Mother. We're lifting this, all the sounds that I'm making. This is light language. This is bypasses your analytical mind, and it's bringing healing to your soul. It also brings your family as well. It's sometimes it can be a remembrance. And you feel the light language through your heart. And there is this beautiful cleansing that is happening all through your field, your etheric field as well. Healing and sealing, repairing. Healing to all of your cells. And receiving all this beautiful gold, Christ light, into the cells of your body. Working through all of your meridians, working through all of your chakras. Just taking a deep breath. See it and just feel yourself just coming into yourself, to your own divine sacred space, which is your heart. See that your heart is like an inner sanctuary, a place where you can sit, and you can lay, and you can receive. We ask that this healing continue for you for as long as is necessary. We ask that you receive further healing during your sleep state. If it is for your highest good, that you can move into healing chambers, rejuvenation chambers. And just feel that Earth Mother and that all your higher self, the angels, are just wrapping their wings around you, letting you know that you are safe, letting you know that you are not on your own. And just feel their beautiful frequencies through your heart. They are with you. They are always with you. Just feeling the peace. Connecting within yourself, to yourself. Being present to yourself. Feeling deeper and calmer within your beautiful heart. And Gaia and Earth Mother is still transmitting energy through to you. Just connect your beautiful heart to the heart of Gaia. And thanking her. Thanking all of the angels. Archangel Michael. Your higher self. And just acknowledging yourself. I'm deserving and I'm worthy to receive. And it is time for me to just be, to sit, to receive and to connect. And how that sustains me, how that fills me and nourishes me at a very deep level. When I choose to just be. Giamo shukatea tonoi shatadana ki kukuala. So we've just taken you up now into a higher frequency. You're sitting up now higher in a more peaceful place. I'm just asking that if it is for your highest good, that you be placed on a crystal bed to receive deeper infusions from the crystal bed. Or that part of your consciousness may choose to go down into a crystal cave, into the inner earth, to receive a transmission of crystalline energy, activating your light body. We just ask that everything be here, be sealed, be consecrated with the Christ light, Just placing everybody in this beautiful bubble of golden white light. As you go about your day, feeling anchored, feeling grounded and balanced, with this deep, deep resonance, this deep peace within your heart. So you may wish to stay in this space, to continue to receive, to lay or to sit. So thank you. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be back again on Friday at 9:30 Perth time, Western Australia. Thank you.